In this video, we're going to show you how to build this shed right here. 8x6. Take the instruction manual. We're going to go through it step by step, each page at a time. Whatever part is, every step of the way. So don't be overwhelmed by all the parts. I know there's lots of parts. What is this part? What is that part? Watch this video all the way through. Get familiar with all the parts. What's a number 11 at? Where's number 11 go? It goes up in the roof part of it. But get familiar with all your parts, and you'll have a much easier time building it. I think you can do it. I really do. If you just take it day by day, step by step. It took me 2 weeks to build this. So don't worry about time. Just work on the weekends or whenever you have time, after work or whatever. Just work on it wherever you can. I built it in the springtime, and I was dodging storms and stuff. I put it off for 2 or 3 weeks because they was talking about severe weather. I didn't want to have it halfway up with just the wall sticking up like this and the wind come and blow it over. I didn't want that to happen, so I just waited. And then when I did get ready to start putting it together, I was missing some parts. But don't be afraid about that either. Get a hold of the toll-free number and you will get what you need. I guarantee you, you'll get what you need. Yeah, we're going to go through this step by step. You'll see later in this video. Step 22, complete. Step 21, complete. We'll go through it just like that. Show you how to put it together. Now I've already put this together. I was going to show you a video of the actual building, but I think this is just as easy, and I think this right here will be just as good. You get to see what it is. But this is the 8x6, 8 foot wide, 6 foot deep. It has the swinging doors on it, and it turned out very well. I like it. I'm using mine for trash. My trash service went way up. It went to $75 every 3 months, and it wouldn't take long to pay for a building like that with trash service that high. I'm only 2 miles away from the dump, and why pay for that when I got a truck 2 miles away from the dump, and I just need a place to put it. I didn't want to put it on the patio. I've got an enclosed patio. I didn't want it back there. I didn't want it on the back porch. I didn't want it back there. So now I have a place to put it. Trash service was very convenient. Put a couple bags out there every week and it's fine. But I did not want to pay that. I'm retired now, and I'm not going to cut your expenses. Why pay that when you don't have to? Anyway, back to the building. All these parts, you get this building all put together, it is very sturdy. It's really surprising me. It's very sturdy. You do need to anchor it down on concrete. Maybe build a wood platform for it. 2x6s, and build out a platform for it and screw it down onto that. But it really needs a good foundation. Well, just like any house, your foundation is what's going to make the building. If you have a poor foundation, it's not going to last. So let's go to the building and I'll show you what we did. Okay, we're out here at where we're going to put the building. Now your base is going to be a whole lot different than mine, but this is what I'm working with. This is where my camper used to sit. Sold the camper, so I'm going to take advantage of the cement to mount the building down. We're going to have to put treated 2x4s out here for the front edge of the building. Now eventually we're going to dig that out, and we're probably going to remove it, and then we're going to put some anchor bolts down in there. I'd like to eventually get this whole area clear back to about right there. It's 6 foot deep, 8 foot wide. So that's what we're looking at. Now your building is going to be completely different than mine. Like I say, you can have a complete solid cement, which would be ideal, or you could just build you a foundation out of wood. Get some 2x6s, build it up, and put a nice decking on it, 3/4 inch decking. Make it whatever size your building is. This one is a 8x6, 8 foot wide, 6 foot deep. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go over here to the truck over here where I have the box, and we're going to dig out the bottom railing. Now this is the first time I've seen it too. I've had this for about a month. Okay, I'm going to cut this thing open. This is the smaller box. I'm going to cut it open and flip it over. Hopefully the instructions will be right there on top. We're going to follow this step by step. Okay, now we're going to flip it over. There's the instructions. This is box number 2. There's the instructions. Gonna have lots of wrapping and stuff. This is called TZAB V1. It's called the tool room. I'm going to use it for a trash room myself. Look at that, they even gave you gloves. That's awesome. All kinds of screws out here. Screws and washers. Okay, this is a little box that's beside it here. Let's see what's in that. I dug out some of this is the bottom base. You can see where your tin mounts onto that. Dig out some more of that. Okay, this is your roof pieces. That's all that is. And I hear it's best to go ahead and pull the plastic off of these before you install it. Otherwise you have screws and stuff in the way. You pull that plastic off of there. We can set that aside. Ain't gonna need that for a while. Well, base pieces. Got 2 there and 2 here. I'm still missing a couple long ones. So I might have to go to box number 1. I don't know if the instructions tells you what box the stuff is in or not. Assembly instructions number 1. You need a B4. I thought all this stuff was supposed to be labeled. Well, there's 1L right there. One R right there. It's labeled on the inside. There's 2L. 2R. And 2L. 2R, 2L. Okay, those 2 pieces go together. Two R, 2L, 2L, 2R. Okay, that's what I got done so far. I got that treated 2x4 cut to length. Got it buried where it's level with the concrete. Now I got to figure out what pieces I need to mount down to the concrete. Okay, this is box number 2. Still missing some base parts. I don't know if they're in here or not. Let me flip it over. Okay, there they are. Right there. That's what we need. Okay, there's piece number 1. That's right where the doors go. It's that same channel looking stuff that goes on the base bottom. This probably goes up at the top. This big old heavy stuff here. So I guess we're done in here. I knew I was at least missing 1 piece. Okay, you got a little package wrapped up with all these little short pieces in it. This is where you get your 4Bs at. You got to get 4 of them, maybe even 5 or 6. Yeah, I think 6 of them are. Yeah, there's some more 4Bs. 4Bs. Yeah, I gotta have. Yeah, there's another one. 2 more. Gotta have probably 6 of them. Okay, this is your very first piece. Number 1. Number 1 on your piece. That's your front door right here. That's where the door latch goes. Okay, you get your 1R. a 4B out of that package I just showed you. That goes up under the, that 4B up underneath it now. See my screw holes? Now I gotta go find some screws. We'll do that on both ends. The other one is your other one is 1L. 1L on your front side. So I'm gonna get some screws. I'm gonna screw all this together on the front edge. Okay, here's your yellow package of screws right here. Sure, that's what that is. Looking for some S4s. S4s right there, the big package right there. So grab that out of there. Gotta have S4s. So I'll get a screwdriver and we'll start putting that together. There's some stakes that goes into it. If you want to take a chance of using them. I don't think I will. Unless they was threaded with put in concrete. The only way I'd trust that. Okay, this is step 1. Got your 1L. Start off with 1L, and 1R. Mount them together with 4Bs and screw it down with S4 screws. Number 1 is complete. This is number 1. Now we're going to work on number 2. This is supposed to be times 2. This is for your sides. You got a 2R and 2L. Another S4 screws, and you got 4B connector. So we got another 4B over here. Okay, this is your L2 and your 2R, 2L. Okay, I got a problem with this one. I'm missing 2 that goes over on that side. These 2 closest to you goes on the back side, right over here. So I gotta go back to box number 1, see if I can find them. I didn't see them earlier. We'll go ahead and do step number 3. Get them channels there put together. Okay, there's part number 1 with left and rights. Here's your side panel. That's your back panel. That is your that's your 3R and probably 3L and 3R. That's your next step, your C's, your corner pieces right here. But I gotta go back to the box number 1, see if I can find another channel like that. That would be another set of 2L and 2Rs. 2Ls and 2Rs. I don't remember seeing them. So I gotta go look and see. So step number 2 is done. if you have all your parts. I gotta go find some more parts. I still need a 2R and a 2L, and I've got a 4B to put together with. Okay, if you're missing parts, call that toll-free number. Base parts or any other parts, you can call this toll-free number Monday through Friday or Saturday, except holidays. I did the email aftersales@cs@hotmail.com. I just gave them a short email, told them what I was missing, gave them my address, and they will get back to you. Send out the parts you need. So I'm going to be done for today anyway, but we're going to continue on. We'll continue this project, and what we're going to do, I'm going to cut a piece of 2x4. We're going to temporarily use that. I'll show you later in the video. Okay, it says thank you for your purchase. We hope you've enjoyed your shopping experiences. If you experience any issues with your order regarding product compatibility, damaged packaging, installation issue, or other problems, please contact us at one of the following below methods. You can also go on WhatsApp. That's the number on that. So, and as far as we got installation issues, that means we're missing parts. It don't say missing parts, but that's an installation issue if you can't put it together because you ain't got the parts. So we're going to contact this paper right here. You don't want to contact the person that you got it from eBay, but at least I'm going to try this route first, and then if this don't work, then I'll go through my eBay seller. But I'm sure this is going to work. So we're on to step. I'm going to go ahead and mount these down onto the concrete, and then we'll continue going. I got it all mounted to the cement, to the wood. Wood over here, cement over here. That's going to have to be good for now. Eventually, I want to come in here and put an anchor bolt through here, all the way through the wood, and add more concrete. That's what we're going to do later. We're going to go ahead and get the building up. There's another one there in that corner. You see, we're still missing. We're missing two right here. That didn't come in a box. It's supposed to be on the way in about 7 days. So we're gonna carry on. We're gonna keep going. So we're gonna start putting up the frame on this, and we're gonna eventually, when we start putting on the sides on this side, we're gonna put a piece of wood right there so we can attach the siding to it. So let's get started. Step number 3 is complete if you have all your parts. We're going to carry on though. Okay, step number 4. We're going to go here to, this is in box number 1. These are your number 5 poles. That's these right here. They're all marked number 5s. I grabbed all the little poles out of that number 1 box because we're going to need them. I'm going to start putting this together. Okay, step number 4 is complete. Step number 4 is complete. Okay, and step number 5, need to find your little small ones, 6L, 6R, in your, that'd be your box number 2. Now your number 6 part is going to be in box number 1. That's the long one. So we got to put the little short ones on the long one. With these little plastic connectors. So I'll get it put together and I'll be right back. Okay, step number 6. Need a 7B and a 7F. They're going to be the shorter ones. That goes in between. That's times 2. That's times 2 on that. That goes on your ends, your depth. Okay, we need another number 10. I guess it's an I or 1. We'll put all that together. Oh, before we go to step 5, this is your top pieces. Look real closely at where your holes are drilled on the picture. Look really closely. Otherwise you're going to get turned around and you're going to have to take it back apart. See that right there? Real closely. See the holes on the ends and at the top. That's your 7B. This is step number 6. I just want to show you that. Be real careful on which way it's turned. If it's not turned right, so you got to have all it turned right so you can attach your siding. If it's not turned right, you're going to have to take it back apart. That's going to take you that much more time to fix it. So I thought that I'd throw that in there. Okay, step 5 is complete. Step number 6, we got 7B, 7F. 7B, 7F. It's already connected. I got to put one more screw in it and that'll be ready to go. Step number 6 times 2 is complete. Number 7 is complete. Okay, step number 8. This is where we connect them all together. Take your F pieces, that's your T connectors. Put them up at the top. Need some S4 screws. Okay, you got your far left side, you got your 7B, your 7F. Across the front side, you have your number 6. You got your 6L, 6R. That's the long one with 2 short pieces on it. That goes in the front. Make sure you have your notch facing down. That's for your door. Like I say, it's very critical that you watch the holes in these assembly instructions, which way they're facing. Like look real close to the top side there. You don't see any screws in the 8L, 8R because they're facing the other way. But you do have screw holes in the top side. Same way with the front. Part number 6. You got a few screw holes on the left side, a few on the right side. That's for your siding. Same way with the bottom. So we'll get all that assembled and be right back. Okay, this is your number 6 piece. See the slot for the door? Slot for the door, all facing toward the outside. Okay, I just got to put screws in it now. See all your screw holes all along this side right here, all the way down. That's your 7F. Okay, number 8 is complete. Number 9, we'll get out the siding. Need some W7s is what we're looking for. W7. 4 pieces. So, I imagine that's probably in box number 1. So we're going to have to go look for that. Okay, got our W7 out of the number 1 box. It's the one that has little corners on it. They stick up in the box. Actually, I believe they're on the very bottom. Okay, we got to pull that up. Stick our screws and washers on it. Comes with little plastic washers. I'll put a few on and I'll show you. Okay, I still like a screw right here. I'll get that one in. Down here is where I'm missing the parts, unfortunately. So I still got one more screw up here. I'll get that one in. Got them all down at the bottom. Same way at the side over here. Got them all in here. Now you want to leave this last one out here so you can add your next panel. You got all 4 corners on. Same way this side. I got one missing right there too. I'll come back and put that in later. I want to show you the mistake I made. And I made it on both sides. See right down here where I got the screw, where it's got the long slot? That should be on the outside over here. That's actually where your stakes are going to go in. I did that on both sides. There and there. And I'll be the first one to let you know that I made a mistake. See that slot? Should be down there. And you put your stake down through there. Now your holes are not going to line up because I did that. So if you make a mistake, might as well plan on drilling them out. Might as well plan on drilling them out. Did the same thing on the back side. See the 2 slots? They need to go that way. That one needs to go that way. I got my rights and lefts mixed up. So instead of taking it all apart and putting it in right, just got to drill your holes. No big deal, just drill your holes. Lesson learned. So now we're going to put on put on some more tin. So step number 9 is complete. Now we're going to work on the front side. Put the 2 pieces on the front and complete step number 10. That ought to help stiffen it up a little bit. Step number 10 is done. That's the 2 on the front side. Number 11 is complete. Okay, I kind of skipped 12 and went right to 13. 13 has all the parts. So I don't know what I'm going to do down here. I guess I'll try to get a piece of wood for it. This is 12 down here on this side. Be on your right side. 13's the back wall. I still got to do the bottom row on this back wall right here. I still got to do that bottom row down there. Now I'm not worrying about the middle row right through here. I'm gonna put 2x4s through there. Kind of build shelves in there. I'm gonna go from the outside into the 2x4, so it'll really sturdy it up. But I'm not gonna do that probably for a little while. So I got to go in the box number 1, see if I can find some more siding. I got 2 more pieces to fill that area, and I ain't gonna have enough, so I gotta go find some more. Box number 2 has all the roof in it, roofing tin. So I'll be back, see what I can find. Still gotta get a piece of wood to put down on the bottom and down there to screw into it, so it'll stiffen it up so it won't be blowing around. But it's pretty stiff right now. Wait till I get the roof on there. It's a little shaky this way. So 12 and 13 is complete. Like I say, we still got to put a brace at the bottom of the right side. I have to go cut a piece for that. Do that here shortly. I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'll do that later on this afternoon. Okay, step 14 Got these side pieces that goes on the door here. That's what your hinge is attached to. They are 17R and 17L. Now I did pull the plastic off of these. I haven't done this one yet, but I have done this one. Pulled all the plastic off of it. So that just fits right down in the channel right there. Down in the channel. And it fits up in the top up here. Just like that. And you got a screw hole right there. Screw hole down at the bottom. Got a screw hole on the back sides here. I'll have to drill one right there. Down at the bottom I'll get it screwed in. Yeah, these right here I'm going to have to put a screw in them on the front edge right here. I'll go ahead and pull the plastic off of this one. Then I'll get it installed. Get all the plastic off of it. Then I'll get it put in. That'll be the end of step 14. Then we'll go up here on these rafters up here. Okay, I put a temporary board down for that. I got it screwed in. About every other screw hole. That'll keep it from... It's not mounted on the ground or anything, but to keep it from flopping around. So that'll be good till my parts come in. Now we're going to go to step number 15. We're going to go ahead and start on the roof. We're going to go to 15. We're going to go to 15 times 2. Get out your 2 top trusses. And we're looking for, you need R, you need 11R, 11L, that's your fronts and right, lefts and rights, or you also need a 10F or a 10B. That's your little pieces that goes there in the middle. Then we'll go to 16. Then we'll screw it all down. So I'm going to be a little bit more detailed on this one. I wasn't really detailed on the siding, but I'll be a little bit more detailed on this one. Piece them together and screw them down. Okay, step 15 times 2. We're putting the gable ends together. This is what it should look like when you get done with it. Them 2 pieces, 11R and 11L. These 2 pieces need to be just like that towards the top. You need to have them together like that. And this piece sticking out like that. Okay, now see how that's going to fit in there? This is your big centerpiece. See how that fits down in there? It's got a notch on it. It's got to fit over that. So you got to make sure you have them pieces set right. That fits down over it. And then this little piece attaches right to there for your support. So this is all ready to hang, all ready to put up, but it's raining right now. So we're gonna stay on schedule, step by step. But actually, I'm gonna go to step. We're gonna put the doors together, but I'm still gonna keep it all in sequence. That's the way it all fits together. Okay, we're going to step number 16 times 2. Putting on the ends. I gotta get me some screws and we'll stick it up there. Okay, this is the back side. This is the front side. Yeah, be prepared to have a drill in case you got to drill any of them out. I even put in a couple extra holes. Yeah, just be prepared to drill them out if you need to, if they don't quite line up. Step number 16 is complete. Okay, now we're going to go to 17. Gonna need these big beam looking things. That's 9B and 9F. And you're also gonna need piece 11. I'll show you how to assemble that real quick. Gotta have your, of course there's no way to, you gotta have your splits down here on each end, right here. Okay, what we're gonna do on this, we're gonna overlap it like that. Line up the holes, put your screws and nuts in there, and then number 11 goes in the very top of it, just like that. See? Line it up, put the screws in the top side. So I'm going to put all that back together. I'm going to put all this together and I'll be right back. Okay, that's what it looks like all put together. So step number 17 is complete. '17 is complete. Now we'll go over to 18. We'll hang it. Two screws in it. Okay, this is how it fits in there. See how it fits in that slot? This is the front door. It says 2 pieces to put in right on these braces right here. So we'll get them put in. Now we're ready for step 19. So we're going to look for a couple 2 W12s. That's the shorter or narrower siding that goes on top. I do need to washer these, and the screws is still the S4 screws. So I'll find a couple W12s and we'll get started on this. Okay, there's our first two W12s up. The only thing you got to watch on this is make sure your panels are turned the right way. Your shortest distance on your drill holes is going to be right up here. The holes that's drilled the closest to the edge are going to be on this side. So we're going to keep going. Going to get a couple more W12s, put them on, and then I believe it starts off with another size bigger in the middle. So we'll continue on. I'll show you as I progress. Okay, number 19 is complete. Screw down on top and on the bottom. Looks good. Now we'll go to 20. That's the trim. So we need to look for 20s on each end. We'll do that first. Get my two 20s. Okay, I got 20 along the front edge. And I got the lefts and rights over here on this side. Got to put a corner on this side yet. Right here on this corner. So we'll get another 20 and we'll put that one on. Okay, section 21. Get that done real quick. That just covers all your screws. Okay, in this step you just take your little black parts, twist them onto your screws, onto the sharp screws right there. See, they're good and sharp right there. Stick and screw them on there. That's all you gotta do in this step right here. Get all them covered up so you don't hit your head on them. So this step is complete. Okay, section 22. That's the top ridge. I did that when I was putting the roof on. I was right there and I went ahead and got it done. That top section, I put it on when I was putting on the roof panels. I don't know why they got it so far back, but I got section 22 done. '22 is complete. Now we'll go to 23. Put the doors together. Okay, it's raining. We're going to go to 23. We're going to get the doors put together in here in the garage. So I have it laid out over here. This is 21 slides under. Goes together like that. This your doors. Okay, we're going to start putting 21 under the panel and over the that 16 there. That overlaps the top of your panel on both sides. This will slide up underneath, and we'll put the screws in them. Yeah, it's raining outside. I might as well get something done. So I'll go ahead and at least get the doors put together. Slide this down on over the top of it. See your holes there. Okay, now we'll put our S4 screws and a washer. So I'll get that done. I'll be right back. I just don't want to make this video too long. Okay, we got it flipped over. We do have some more screw holes that we need to put some more screws in, especially that one. This one might go for your angle across. Okay, before we go to these braces, that'll be on 24. Before we go to that, let's go back to 23. I'm going to skip the latches for now, because I want to know exactly where they land. I'll put them on after I get the doors put on. If I put them on now, it's going to be in the wrong spot. We're going to hold off on that. So we're going to skip right here, S5 and S17. That's your little latches that latches one door shut. It goes on the bottom down here, just opposite of the hinges over here. It shows right there pretty good. But I'm going to be on the safe side. I'm going to wait. You can put them on if you want. But we're going to pretty well got the doors all together. We're going to go to step 24. Put in the bracing. Now on that, you just find a center hole. Go out and center hole over here, find a hole over here. You're probably gonna have to drill one or two of them, so be prepared for that. The latch we can probably put on. It's actually I think it's on this panel. Have to flip it around and see. We're gonna work on getting these braces put in, and I'll work on that, and I'll be right back. Okay, on these braces right here, the best thing to do on these, line up your center hole, put a bolt in it, line these up as good as you can. You might get one that's close, and you're going to have to drill this one here or this one here, I don't remember exactly. You have to drill one or the other, and then you may have to go ahead and run a drill through that to get it all lined up right. I got both braces on. You get all the braces on, just pick it up, check for all your holes. Okay, here's the doors all done. Now this stuff does scratch up pretty easily. I still got the plastic on it. Doors are all ready to go. Like I say, I just flip these over, look at them on the top side, go through all these screws, especially along here. Put a screw in there, screw in down there, put a screw in down here. Yeah, I just put a screw anywhere there's an extra hole, like right there on the green panel. If there's a hole there, I'll put a screw in it, even if I got to drill it out. This is where your locks go, and they are pre-drilled, so it should be right. So I may go ahead and put them on. It'd be on your door, just opposite of this one. This one's your swinging door. This door has your small catch on it. Okay. That's supposed to mount on there like that. Mount on there like that. This here goes on top of that. That's supposed to go on top of that. Okay, we are ready for step 25. Hanging the doors. Got them right over here. Here's your hinges. Now we just got to put them little holes on the little holes. I'll get some nuts and bolts and I'll be right back. Okay, I put one screw at the very top, got it bolted on, and I put one down at the very bottom. Now we can fill in the rest of them, get it tightened down. Okay, the doors are on. You might have to do a little bit of door adjusting, your height and all that, your angle and all that. You do that over here by the hinges. But we're just about done with it. Still got to put these on. I'm glad I waited too. So, number 25 is complete. It's hanging the doors. Okay, number 26. Put in the stakes. Stakes in your corner if you're going to use them. Put one in each corner. So that's right there, it shows right in each corner. I use treated 2x4s, and I'm going to use concrete bolts just about like that, but it's going to have threads on this end where you bolt down onto it. See, we'll come in here and you put your anchor bolts right in them corners right there, but I'm not lined up where I can do that. But I'm going to come in here and put the section right in the center there, right past your 4 bolts on the left, just a 1/2 inch past that, right in the center of the section there. Right in there, we're going to stick a concrete bolt in there. Gonna have to be pretty close, because I'm pretty close to the concrete anyway. So I want to have enough to grab onto. That's why we're going to do that later. Okay, we got the parts in. Going to take this part out right here. This piece of wood. It's all held in by sheetrock screws. So we'll get that taken out and we'll get it swapped out and we'll be right back. This ought to fit right in there. Notice I got my stake holes down here on each end. Right there. Make sure that's to the outside on both ends. Now this ought to slip right in there. It ought to just fit right in there. Like that. Like that. Okay, we'll put 2 screws on each side. Then we'll go on the outside and we'll screw it all in. Then we'll be done with this thing. Okay, we got that corner. We'll go do the other side. Okay, we got both sides done. Now we'll go to the outside. Finish putting on the tin. Gonna look good. Show you on these latches real quick what I did. I just bolted it right to the door. Put your screws on the back side. Put the bolts on the outside. Yeah, it works really good that way. Didn't use that extra piece. Now on the bottom it didn't quite line up right. It's not quite straight. But I had to put it in there like that to center it in the middle. So anyway, it works really good. I just wish I could have got a little bit straighter, but for what I'm going to use it for, perfect. Okay, eventually, maybe later on this summer, I'm going to go ahead and start using this as a trash area. Now, you can put your trash cans in here, trash bins. I'm just going to use regular black trash bags. Stick them in here, shouldn't be no problem. As long as I don't get them ripped. But eventually I want to dig all this out, all this dirt, and I want it all concrete, all the way out to the edge here. That way it'd be nice and clean in there. I thought about just leaving it dirt, but then I got to thinking, what if I have a busted bag and I get trash and goo and everything everywhere? It'd be nice to come in here and just wash it out. Come in here with a water hose and just rinse it all out. If you're using it for a trash area. That way you can help keep it clean that way. But I still gotta go on the outside here and get all them screws put in. Do that real quick and we'll do our final wrap up and we'll be done. And just like that, all the screws are in. Nice and solid now. All the way down this side. All the way down that side. All the way down this side. Okay, this is the side we just completed. All the screws and washers on it. All complete. Okay, this building is complete. Would I recommend buying this? Absolutely. So I got a link down the bottom of this in the show more area. Link to where I got it from. Click on that link and buy you one. Pretty nice little building. It turned out nice. I like it. Exactly what I needed. I got enough room in here. It's about the size of a pickup bed, 8 by 6, and I'll be able to stack that thing 2 to 3 bags high, and I'll be able to get a full truckload when I start going to the dump. Full truckload instead of I just been going every 2 months and maybe only having a half a load of trash. So this will allow me to have a bigger load, not go quite so often. Alright, I'm going to close this video out, and thanks for watching. Now you can take your power washer, and I imagine when it's good and hot outside, you can probably just blow all that plastic off of there. That's what I'm going to try to do. I got some of it off with the, I took the plastic off of, I think these 2 green pieces right here, because they was really bad looking. But it looks good now. Another thing I didn't show you, the building is very sturdy now. Very sturdy. Push on it. I'll still have to come through here and put the little screws in the front side of it. That's no big deal. I got 4 screws I got to put in the front side of it, even if I got to drill them out. I found a good use for them stakes. Stake the corners down on your tarp. Okay, I'm ready to start putting trash in here now. Got a couple bags put in there right now.